All right, so today we're doing a Q&A. I made a post on Instagram and YouTube asking y'all to ask me some of your most favorite questions. It could be music, it could be personal, don't really matter. I just want to answer some questions real quick for y'all. So the first one, top 5 sample kits, like drum kits, one shots, even Portal and Analog Lab Banks. This is funny because I actually just recorded all of my favorite Analog Lab Banks I use all the time. I'm gonna leave a link for that video right here for you, or maybe it's right here. I always forget where it is or like which corner you're supposed to click on, but it'll be somewhere up here. You'll see it pop out. But outside of kits that I've personally made, I really like Synth Diaries from Prod by Loner. And I also like Synth Palace from Prod by Jack and L Sloth. So they're both one-shot kits and I use them all the time. Like no paid sponsorship, no money was given to me. Like all I'm saying is just like, hey, these one-shot kits are hard, bro. I highly recommend them. I ain't gonna lie. Then drum kits, I really only been using the Multiverse drum kit as of recent. Dude, honestly, whatever kit I put out, like the newest kit I put out is usually my favorite kit, because whenever I drop something, I always try to make sure it's better or at least at the same level of quality as the last thing I dropped. So I've been using the Multiverse drum kit a lot. That is available on Gatekeep Sound. So if y'all need a new drum kit, highly recommend it. It has like a whole bunch of midis. It has a whole bunch of loops that are royalty free. It has like little drum loops that you can just drag and drop into your project. So it makes beat making like super easy. And yeah, it's just been like my favorite drum kit to use, like out of all the drum kits I got. And then sample kits, like, I don't know, loop kits. I haven't been using loop kits at all because I've just been working on my own personal loop kits. I actually have a lot of I just had a fucking PTSD flashback. Look, if you're in my DM, please don't ask to send loops. Like, I don't use loops at all. I barely make beats. I really just make beats for content. And if I'm making content, like, y'all don't want to see me use loops. Like, let's just keep it a buck. Let's just keep it a thou wow. Like, y'all don't want to see me use loops, bro. Like, y'all just want to see me cook things up from scratch, throw crazy drums on it, crazy melodies and everything like that. Y'all don't want to see me drag and drop a melody. Let's just keep it honest, bro. I appreciate that y'all think so highly enough to send loops over to me. Like, I'm definitely very grateful that people look at me like that, but I don't know. I barely make beats, bro, and I have to make them from scratch for the content, you know what I mean? So there's that. What else did he say? Oh yeah, he said Portal Banks and Analog Lab Banks. Yeah, we already covered the Analog Lab, but Portal Banks, I really don't be using Portal Banks like that. I've purchased like quite a few of them, but I just never have good luck with Portal. I've seen people make some of the craziest things with Portal. I've seen people do crazy sound design, crazy beats, loops, and everything like that. But dude, I just have bad luck with it. Every time that I try to use it, it just never comes out well. And I'll spend like 20 minutes with it and then I'll just end up deleting it. So the next one is, what motivates you every day to do what you do? Bills, brother. Knowing that the rent has to get paid. That's what motivates me to get up. I don't know, bro. Like, no matter like how far I get or like how much I make or anything like that, I always have like the luring feeling that like everything's gonna go away soon. It's not. But for some reason I have that like irrational fear. So knowing that everything can disappear tomorrow keeps me motivated to work to make sure that it doesn't go away. But I will say, before I started doing music full time, what kept me motivated was knowing that my goals were achievable. So before I started doing music full time, I knew that doing music full time was achievable for me. I knew that getting songs with big artists were achievable for me. I knew that like getting kit sales were achievable for me. So I stayed motivated because I knew that like, oh, I just have to do X, Y, and Z, and then I'll get to where I want to be. Just knowing that like all I have to do is just this keeps me motivated, because like it's just like, hey, what are you gonna do? Like, not get it done, not achieve your dreams? You feel me? It's like, might as well just get up and try, you know? Dream collab song, bro. I want something with Blast. I want something with Blast like really bad. Blast is like one of my favorite artists, and when y'all hit like the little Spotify like Wrapped, like your top 5 favorite artists and everything, Blast is top 3 for like the past like 4 years. I want to say past 3 to 4 years he's been top 3 for me, like every single year on my Spotify Wrapped. It's just hard because like he knows how to make his own beats and everything like that, and he doesn't really venture out to other people's production unless they're like in his camp, you know what I mean? Like, I know Jay Million has some songs with him, and shout out, bro, because Jay Million is stupid talented. I genuinely just love listening to his records. Like, even if I didn't know him, I'd still listen to him. You know what? I actually had like a weird revelation. I was sitting there like, Blast probably knows who I am. Like, there's a good chance that Blast knows who I am, because like as a music producer, bro, like you have to look yourself up on YouTube. So if you go on YouTube and you type in like how to make a Blast type beat, look, it's just me. It's me. Boom. Me. Shout out Drum Dummy, he's hard. Shout out Lifestyle Did It, that's the homie. Me, that's him. Me. There's a good chance he knows who I am because when you type in like how to make a blast type beat, I just pop up a lot. So I don't know. There might be a chance that he's seen me before. So that's interesting. I'm just kind of waiting for the day that he just realizes that, you feel me and him need to link up and just make music. You feel me? I'd also love something with Kendrick Lamar. I've been like a huge Kendrick Lamar fan for like ever, bro, and I've been a huge TDE fan too. Like if you look at my phone background, can y'all see? Yeah, no, huh? Hey, go ahead, Infinite. Yeah, but if you can tell, it's To Pimp a Butterfly, and that has been one of my favorite albums for years. And it's actually really cool because the song I did with La Russell and Guap 4000 actually got played for Mixed by Ali, and he was the person who mixed this album, and that happened like super randomly, and I've had this on my phone for like years. It was just a crazy like full circle to be like, hey, I love this album, and then someone who heavily worked on that album like co-signed a song that I worked on. I was like, oh, it's pretty dope, brother. What made you take producing music seriously? So I feel like I started taking everything very seriously when I started seeing results. When I started like showing people like my tracks and everything like that, and I was getting like good responses, like something like that gave me a lot of confidence to like do this. You feel me? And I think just like having pure passion and a lot of reassurance from other people definitely helped me take it more serious because it felt more achievable. It felt more realistic. You feel me? Like if you're making stuff that you think is dope, you show it to other people, they think it's dope, and you're getting a lot of positive feedback, it's kind of hard not to take it seriously because like it's almost like the universe is trying to tell you to do it, you know? How did you get into producing? I love answering this question because I think it's just like a cool experience, and also I've seen other people have the same experience. So there's a show on YouTube called Rhythm Roulette. Basically like the condensed version, they'll get a music producer, they'll blindfold them, put them in a record shop, they have to pick 3 records, they take those records home, and then they work on them. They have to flip it into a whole beat, you know what I mean? Like that, the challenge is like what's cool about it, you know what I mean? And I saw that and I was like, oh, that looks cool. Like I should do that, me. And for some reason, like beforehand, I never had the idea or thought or even like the concept of what a music producer was. Like I don't know what I thought. I just felt like beats just kind of spawned up. I never thought about who was making the beats in the background. Like, so the idea of being a music producer was never even a concept for me. You know what I mean? Like I really only thought about being a music producer once I saw the Rhythm Roulette video. So what I did was I actually took my FAFSA money, which is like the money that you get from college or like junior college and stuff like that, and I bought like a laptop and an MPK, and then I was like, I'm gonna be a music producer, and I downloaded FL Studio, and I couldn't make anything, and I couldn't figure it out because at the time like YouTube tutorials weren't that prevalent, you know what I mean? So I ended up taking a class at my junior college. I think I failed it the first time, which is very funny. Looking at everything now, I failed the class. I think I came back, I tried the class again, and I got like an A in it, and I started like making beats. I was finally able to figure it out. The class, we were using GarageBand and Logic. I produce on FL. So like when I learned in the class and everything like that, I kind of got like a concept of like what you should do, and I kind of started to figure things out in FL Studio and like where things were, how you're supposed to place things and everything like that. Then I made one beat, and after that one beat I liked, I was like, oh yeah, this is a forever thing now. Hey, real quick, I just want to let y'all know that anything on Gatekeep Sounds is 33% off, brother. So go ahead and just use the code GATEKEEP33 key. Put the words right here, please, brother. I am begging you. But yeah, if you want to get any analog lab bank, any drum kit, any MIDI kit, you can get it right now for the low. Right here, the code key. Put it again, please. Thank you very much, sir. I appreciate you. Let's get back to the video. Where do you see yourself in 10 years? I don't know. I don't know. I never really think that far into the future, especially just because like I change so much. I change how I think so often. I change what I want so often. Like everything in my life changes like very often. So thinking 10 years into the future, it's kind of crazy for me. I don't know. You feel me? But I will say 10 years in the future, I would love to be doing what I'm doing right now, but just on a bigger and better level. Everything I'm doing right now, I'm very happy with, and I like what I do because essentially I wake up, I make dope shit, I put it online, and then like I make content, and like that's it. So I would love to like do that, but just on a bigger level, on a bigger scale, having a bigger audience, having more reach, making more money and stuff like that, making better music. That's all I really want to do. That might change in 10 years. Maybe in 10 years I want to be like a label owner or something. I don't know. Where are you from? I'm from Sunnyvale, California. So if you know where like the Levi Stadium is, I grew up like 5 minutes down the street from it. If plan A, which is music, didn't work out, what was your plan B? I'll be honest, bro, there wasn't no plan B. Like it was gonna work out, bro. The way I looked at it was like, this is gonna work, or I'm gonna keep on working until it works. Now I kind of want to double back a little bit, because that was a little untruthful. There was a little fib right there. You feel me? I want to say it was about 4 years ago. I was in junior college, just fucking hating my life. You feel me? I was like, you know what? With like working a job and then going to music and doing all this other stuff, trying to have like a balanced life, like I have no time for music. So I told myself I'm gonna drop out of junior college. That's a lie, actually. I didn't drop out. I just like stopped going. It wasn't even like a I'm leaving. Like no, it was just like, damn, I haven't signed up for new classes yet. Next year. And I just kind of stopped going. And I just wanted more time to work on music. So I was like, I'm not going back. And I told myself, I'm gonna give myself 3 years. And if I can't have something that I can show that will prove to that I can do music in full time, then I'm going back to school. Cause like, it wasn't even like I have to be doing music full time in 3 years. It was just like, I have to have a sign. I have to have something to show that like doing this full time is possible. And then luckily, I think, 4 years? I think it was 4 years. I forgot the timeline, but within 4 years, I was able to go like full time. Are you working with any South African artists? I'm not, but I need to. I have a bad habit of not reaching out to artists and not sending out beats. Just because I get so caught up in making like content and making kits and everything like that. But I will say that I do want to work with more South African artists, because after the whole Sauce Plata thing happened, I definitely wanted to work with more South African artists just so I can like do that again. You feel me? And just be more involved in that scene. I remember I posted a video of me doing like the Sauce Plata stuff, and like there was an overwhelming amount of support in the comments. Like y'all are crazy. Why are your melodies so good? I don't know. I like them. They're cool. I feel like if you want to get better at melodies, you just have to try them and just do them just over and over and over. It's just like anything else. Like right when you first started doing drums, like your drums weren't good. You feel me? But you did drums a million times and you learned the little tricks and intricacies around it to the point where you could do drums with your eyes closed and they're always dope. You know what I mean? So it's the same thing with melodies. Like you just work on them until you can do them with your eyes closed. And then just through that process, you'll learn like the little tricks and everything. You'll learn the whole I can transpose this note and I can put it up an octave, I can put it down an octave, I can I can reverse it, I can put a dominant chord here, like all that stuff. Like you just eventually start learning that stuff. Can I send your beats to get your opinion? No. Any advice for small producers who want to chase their dream to produce full time? Yeah, so if you want anything in life, you feel me? All you have to do is just envision what it looks like at that end result and then just work backwards and figure out a plan. Let's say I want to be like the biggest sound kit seller ever. Boom. I'm gonna envision what that looks like at the end. So it's like, okay, if I'm the biggest sound kit seller, that means I'm just selling a whole bunch of kits. How do I sell a whole bunch of kits? Okay, well, you can do advertising with content. You can do Facebook advertising. You can make like the craziest stuff. You can get popular people to use it. It's like, okay, then how do you do those 4 things? Okay, well, Facebook ads, you have to get good at them. You have to spend money. Okay, how are we gonna get money? And then you gotta break everything down. It's just called like reverse engineering. Get what that end result looks like, and then you just work backwards. And also when you're doing it, you have to make your goals very achievable. Like have small goals and big goals too. You know what I mean? Because if you just have one big goal, one big accomplishment that you want to do, it's so easy to get discouraged to get there because it takes so long. But if you have small little goals that you're trying to get to, you know what I mean, and then you get to the big goal, it's way easier to stay motivated because you always feel good when you hit these little accomplishments. That's why whenever I have anything happen, I try to just sit back and like take it in, pause, and just really think about how grateful I am for that situation. You feel me? Because when you do that, it just keeps your foot on the pedal, brother. How do you organize your content for the week/month? I'm very bad about it. A lot of my videos are done. Ask Key. A lot of my videos are done like days before that they go up. Like a lot of my YouTube videos were made on a Wednesday, and I'm hitting Key. I'm like, Key, please tell me that you are not busy today. I need you to edit blah, 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 like stuff like that. So I'm really bad with it. I just make sure I get stuff done. But something that I am practicing to make life a whole lot easier is batch recording. So that's just taking like one day out of the week and just record as much content as you can, edit as much content as you can, and you just dedicate that one day to it. So I'll just like wait till Monday and I'll make like 13 videos. That's enough content for, like, if you're doing Monday through Friday, you know what I mean? That's enough content for almost 3 weeks. You know what I mean? If you do that every Monday, you end up just getting a huge stockpile of stuff and you'll never run out, and it'll just help you stay consistent too. I like this one. How to market your music. So marketing music and marketing sound kits and beats are all different. I'm gonna speak on more of like the sound kits and beats and stuff like that. So something that you could do is just post whatever you think is dope and just hope for the best. But there's a more strategic way to go about it, which is what I'm gonna talk on right now. So what you want to do is really just envision what your audience is and then just make content that you think is valuable for them. That's what I did personally. And then you just integrate your own products in it. For instance, let's say I'm dropping a new Analog Lab Bank. I know my audience is a lot of West Coast producers who like to make their melodies, who like to use loops, who like to, you know, just like regular old producers, you feel me? I would make content that is valuable for those producers. Like, hey, this is where you can find some of the best synth leads, you know what I mean? And then I'll show them synth lead presets for Purity, for Expand, and then I can use like my Analog Lab Bank in there as well. You know what I mean? And that's just because like you want to bring value to them and then also incorporate your own stuff. I fucking bit my cheek when I did that, bro. Incorporate your own stuff. What VSTs are still valid to get in 2023 before 2024? I mean, this question is so vague. Okay, so how I'm interpreting the question is like, what older VSTs that people used to use are still good? I would say Trillion and Keyscape. I feel actually, let's just focus on Keyscape. I feel like Keyscape is still very, very good to get. You know what I mean? Because like, what is it? Like $250, $300 or something like that. But like, you get so much with it. Like, I love the Grandeur piano. I love the Noir piano. But like, tops, you're getting like 20 presets. But you still get like a beautiful piano. Like, they're still definitely worth it. But if you get Keyscape, you're getting mad pianos. You're getting mad upright pianos. You're getting stupid Rhodes, stupid electronic pianos. You just get a whole bunch of presets, and then you also get like, what? Don't you get access to Keyscape Creative, which is like a whole bunch of other presets like bells and stuff like that? I feel like there's just so much value in it. You know what I mean? It is a little pricey, but it's still like very, very good, and they're all high quality too. You think that depends of the country, you will have less or more opportunities? Okay. Oh, you know, okay, I see what you're trying to say, bro. So basically, if you live in a different country, do you feel like you still have more opportunities or less opportunities? If you don't live in like LA, Atlanta, New York, like these big music hubs, these big cities and stuff like that, yeah, you're gonna have less opportunities. But I'll say that that's not gonna stop you from doing what you want to do. There's people who have created, me actually, there's people who have created incredible foundations, incredible like infrastructures in music, and they've never left their bedroom. So like, I live in California, but everything that I've done and accomplished have all been through being online. So like, yeah, I can go to these like networking events. I can go to X, Y, and Z and link up with Who, Hot, and He and everything like that. What was that? But like, you feel me? Everything that has ever worked out for me is been online, and it's just like the more surefire and some more consistent one too, because like, trust me, I've been to some of these events and a lot of people are just on bullshit. It's not what it's hyped up to be. It's not like you're gonna go to the club and then you immediately have a song with Lil Baby. Like, it just doesn't work like that. You feel me? What's gonna happen is you're gonna go to like an event, a networking thing, and then you're gonna talk to like 20 people, and then they're all gonna be bullshitting you, bro. Like, I promise you, it's not as glamorous as it looks, bro. I promise you, bro. But shout out to people who are solid, because sometimes you do meet some cool people. You feel me? How long did it take to get a big bag placement? 3 years? I think it took me 3 years. I didn't get my first placement until like Christmas 2020, and it was with Shooter Gang Coney. It was called Squeeze. It was on the F12 album. I think that was my first like big placement. But I will say, once I got my first placement, all the other ones started coming in right afterwards. You feel me? So like I've been producing for about like 5 years now, I want to say, maybe like almost 6. And the first 3 years, 0 placements. You feel me? I've worked with a couple like local artists and stuff like that, but like for like the bigger artists that have like huge followings and everything like that, nothing. I got the Coney one late December 2020. Then I got the Sada Baby one the next month. Then I got like the Tinashe one, the Capola one, the Mozzie one, the Mac J one, and then like maybe 4 months later, I got the ones with Ralphie and everything like that. They all started pouring in like right after another. You feel me? So sometimes if you feel discouraged when it comes to not having placements, don't worry about it, because everything can change literally tomorrow. You feel me? That's how it was for me. Like literally. Imagine doing it for 3 years with no results, and then within 6 months after that, you have like an incredible amount of placements. Things can change very, very quickly. What's the next VST I should get if I already have Analog Lab in contact? I hate this question, and I'm gonna tell you why. I hate this question because there's so many variables in it that like I feel like I can't give an accurate answer. You feel me? So like, okay, you have Analog Lab and you have contact. You most likely have Purity. You feel me? You most likely have Expand. And then also on top of that too, it's like, what type of music do you make? You know what I mean? Like if you only make like Ken Carson and Yeet type beats, me telling you to go get like SRX Orchestra wouldn't do much for you. You know what I mean? Like I would be like, oh, you should go get Sarah. You should go get Xenology because you make these type of beats. I just feel like there's never enough information for me to like give you an accurate answer. You know what I mean? But I will say a couple VSTs I like that are affordable. Xenology got some shit. Xenology is good. Actually, the whole Roland collection is good. I like that stuff. Serum is good, actually. I think it's like $100, but like you can make anything with Serum, and it's probably one of the best like sound design tools that you can get. I think I said Keyscape earlier. Keyscape's still really good, bro. I really like it. What happened to the beat critiques on YouTube? So yeah, bro, like don't get it twisted. I still want to do those beat critiques, but I kind of put them on the back burner for now because I feel like they got so big and so popping to the point where it's not enjoyable for the viewer anymore. And this is what I mean by that. If I boot up stream and I tell people, hey, send your beats and we finna start listening to them, in like 2 minutes we finna get like 50 to 100 beats in like the first couple minutes. If I listen to beats for like 2 hours, we'll maybe get through 60, because like each beat you have to play at least a minute, and then like you're gonna talk in between them, you're gonna crack some jokes so everything stays like fun and fresh and everything like that. So it's like if you spend like 1 minute on each beat and you talk in between them, 2 hours is like 60 beats, bro. And then keep in mind, when you're doing the stream, there's still mad people coming in and sending in their stuff, so it's like I feel like it kind of got to the point where people wouldn't be able to get their stuff played. So like I feel like it ended up becoming like a bad experience for a lot of people. I kind of want to put a pause on them until I can figure out a better method. If you have an idea, drop it in the comments. I would love to hear it, but until I find something better, I'm probably gonna put a pause on them. I do want to bring them back though. Someone said, who are you banking with? That's funny. That is very funny. Oh, you know, shout out Trunks, bro. He said top 5 snacks and also your favorite pair of shoes. And that's really interesting because I actually got one of my favorite snacks right now, and I know a lot of y'all don't know it like that. These right here go stupid. They're kind of like spicy, they're kind of like sweet, they're like rice crackers, bro. These go crazy, bro. I'm also a big like popcorn enthusiast. You feel me? Like I felt with popcorn heavy. Then when it comes to shoes, these ones are up there. I'm actually, for those who don't know, I'm a huge sneakerhead. I've been a sneakerhead since like 08. Like I really do this. I love sneakers, bro, for real. But yeah, these ones, Lost and Founds, one of my favorite joints. The Travis Scott Olives right here. You can tell these are probably one of my favorites because these are cooked. Like if you look at the toe boxes, like they're mad dusty. They're like super creased and everything like that. These are dirty and everything, but I wear these all the time, and I'm low key beating them up, bro. All right, we finna get kind of nerdy about shoes real quick. These Jordan 1s are all hard, and they're stupid slept on, bro. Like these ones right here basically going for retail. These ones are going for retail too, and these ones are going for retail. These are all some of the cleanest colorways for some ones, bro. I'm telling you. And like if these would have dropped like 3 years ago, these would be like 500 easy. These would be like 300 easy. These right here would be like 400 easy. But it's just like right now people are kind of burnt out on one, so like they're all going for like stupid cheap. And like I haven't even worn these. I probably don't plan on wearing them anytime soon. I really just got them because like I know I'm not gonna be able to get them in like 5 years. Because in 5 years, bro, like mark my words, these are gonna be like 400, bro. Watch. And then these right here are some of my favorites too. The Reimagined 3s right here. I've low-key been beating these up too. I think the look, the shape and everything like that, they killed it. But the only thing that's wrong with them is the quality, bro. And you can tell right when you feel them. Like a lot of the time when people be talking about shoes and sneakers and stuff, like they be talking about like, oh, the quality of the leather and the suede is and like I never really be seeing it, but with those 3s you can tell, because like they're just like stupid thin, bro. Out of all of the artists you've done work for, which artist did you enjoy working with the most? I gotta say Aceto, bro. Shout out to Aceto, because he's one of the only artists that like was very adamant about me getting paid. This is like the story of how like 338 came to be and everything like that. So I was just making content. I was just dropping videos of me like making beats and stuff like that. And I posted a video and I believe Armani DePaul like purchased one of the beats. And then a little bit afterwards, Aceto hit me up for that same beat. And usually like if it was anybody else, I would just been like, here's a lease, whoop-de-whoop and everything like that. But Aceto and Armani DePaul were both like dropping on Thizzler at the same time. So I just felt like it would have been a bad decision to give them both the same beat if they're both on the same platform and everything like that. But even though like technically that's within my right as a producer, like I just felt like it'd be kind of ugly for them, you know what I mean? Like I would have been fine, I would have been cool, but I felt like it would have looked bad for them. So I told them, I'm like, hey, I just gave this one to Armani, like I could give it to you too, but it's just blah 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 blah. I basically told him everything I just told y'all, and he's like, oh yeah, I need something like exclusive. So I was like, oh bro, I'll make you something custom, bro, I'm a fan of you. I made a beat that was similar in the same range and everything like that, and I'm glad I did, because it ended up being one of my favorite beats I've ever made in my life. And I sent it to him and he just like was going crazy. He was like, hey, I don't know how you do this, bro, like this is fire, whoop and everything like that. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna use this for show. And then like 2 days later, he's like, hey, send your information to Thizzler so they can get you paid. And I was like, oh, bet, like for sure. So I sent my information to Thizzler, I hit them up and everything like that. And then I want to say another like 2 days later, he's all like, hey, did Thizzler pay you yet? And I was like, no, like nothing came through yet. He's like, all right, for sure, I'm gonna hit them, like wait till Monday, because it was a Friday and apparently they only do that stuff like Monday through Friday. It was like a Friday. He's like, all right, wait till Monday, like I'm gonna hit them up again and make sure that they like send through that payment for you. And I was like, oh shit, all right then. And then Monday came, Thizzler paid me and everything like that. And then I told Aceto and everything was squeaky clean and smooth and everything like that. Song dropped, song went crazy. I was really happy with like what him and PQ did on it, and it was just a really like positive experience overall, because it was just like make a really dope beat, give it to a really dope artist, and they make a really dope song, and then like all of the paperwork and payment was like really smooth and easy, and it was just a positive experience overall. It really made me think like, damn, I wish I could do this with every single artist I've ever worked with, and I wish this experience was more common, you feel me? So when it comes to people I've worked with, like Aceto is up there, bro, and if he ever needs anything from me, bro, like I'll do that shit. And that's like the value that you get from like treating people right, you feel me? Because I'm not gonna say names, you feel me? But if there's certain artists that hit me up like, hey bro, let's do and everything, I'll be like, oh, I'm good. I'm cool, you feel me? But if Aceto needs anything from me, bro, I'm one phone call away, bro. I'll do that shit. Aceto, you need someone to slide. You need someone to slide for you, bro? No, it's kind of man, I'm fucking around. That is not me. That is not me. Oh my god. All right, I'm gonna answer this question because I feel like it's very common. It's how do you deal with beat block? So I feel like dealing with beat block is hard, but the only thing that really cures it, in my personal opinion, is just making a good beat. All you have to do is just make one good beat and then beat block's gone. So if you really just stuck in a mood or just in a space where you just can't create anything cool, or anything you create you just feel like it's bad, all you gotta do is just take a little break, go on a walk, go get some food, just go clear your mind, come back when you have like a new mindset and everything like that, when you cool, when you chilling, and then just make a beat that you know it's easy for you. Don't get experimental with it. Don't do no crazy stuff. Don't do things you've never done before. Just keep it simple. Make a simple beat that you know that you can make very easily. And then once you get that beat out, your confidence is gonna get way up. And once your confidence is up, the beat block goes away, bro. I'm telling you. So with that being said, if you liked the video, hit the like. If you want to comment, though, comment. If you want to sub, hit the sub.